Good afternoon. My name is Carlin Amiri, and I wanted to talk to you today about a really wonderful education website called Talking Points. This was introduced to me by Jennifer Gonzalez through her blog, The Cult of Pedagogy. She does a tech tips to try post every single year with about 6 to 8 different resources that her and her team have looked into, and Talking Points is one that jumped out at me. So I just wanted to share some more information about it, how to use it for other educators. So the website URL is up here with this talkingpts.org, and this is an awesome resource to use when you have students of a more diverse background who maybe are using English as a second language and their family members at home maybe do not use English at all. So this is a great way for communication. So this is the home page. If you haven't logged in or anything before, you'd come over here to the right where this either log in or sign up. It is completely free for educators, which is really awesome. Their homepage is great, has a video of a quick explanation of how it's used. So if I click over after I've already logged in, so the first thing that you would do would be to add students and contacts. This is where you can have text messages sent for free through their app. So yes, your students' families will have to download an app, but that is something you could maybe send them in a letter with their student, just so that way they have the app downloaded to get your messages. So if you click add students, you can add students yourself. What's really awesome is join via the family app with a class code, or join via text messaging. Or they even have a PDF of translated invitations with all different languages. So there's really very easy ways to get this information out there. So I'm going to add one myself, and I'm going to make it like a test one, and I'm going to use my own personal cell phone number. So we'll just do Jane. Contact name, we'll do her mom as like Mary. Mom, home language, let's say Spanish, because that is one of the more common ones. And then we'd input a phone number. So what's really awesome is you can put in through Google Sheets or an Excel template how they can input everything. And there's videos for everything, which is really awesome. So then we click add. So, and then the next step would be to send your first message out. So we can either send an announcement, send a direct message. Let's go ahead and click send announcement. So what's really awesome, gives you kind of a quick little intro. So I could click for recipients. I could, if I've created classes, I could click it. So I've got my name, Parkway High School, because that was when I set up my account. I had to put what grades I taught, what school I was at, make sure it's going to the correct people. So it pre-populated this message for me and add different attachments or pictures, things from Google Drive. We've got polls. There's so many different awesome resources. We can change the coloring up, make it a little bit more fun if need be. It's really awesome. So then you could schedule your announcement to post or email out, text, whatever, when you want, or you could directly send it. So I'm going to go ahead and click send. So it's really awesome. Like I said, we already have. So now it shows you where you can send more messages. You can send direct messages. So then you have this little stream going, so you know what you have sent. So it said, what's really awesome is then you have your activity. You can see how many messages you've sent, announcements versus families responded. So what I'm going to do, since that was my personal cell phone number, I'm going to my cell phone to open up that text message that I just got, and I will link some photos to what my screen says. But it sent me the message first in Spanish about accepting these messages. Then it sent the actual message right here, this hi, I'm Ms. Amiri, in Spanish as well. Gave links to download, all different things, which is really awesome. So what you can also do, like I said, you can click send direct message. If you have multiple people, then you can pick, and it's got by their student's name, mom, dad, guardian, whomever. You would click, Again, you would type your message, hello, testing, and then you could click send. So now I still can see recent messages versus announcements. I just got another text message in, which is pretty awesome that it comes straight through. And then they have the options to talk back with you. It's great. So that way those parents that do not speak English that might have gotten left out of the loop is they will be able to communicate with you now, instead of maybe having to find a resource teacher or somebody that might speak that language, or always relying on just Google Translate. So if you come to the left, we have this area that says home, announcement, messages. So you can click announcements. You can see you got the streams of where all your messages are. So if you have more than one class, you'll see multiple. Again, then we've got our messages. This would be our direct messages. And then this is where you could also type your messages. So you don't have to do it from your phone. You can do it straight from the computer, which is where I like to do everything. Again, you have some analytics that it can start logging all your info as you download and start messaging people. Sometimes you might not use it if you don't have many students. I am semester based, and some semesters I don't have any English language learners, so I wouldn't use it at all, versus some semesters I've got multiple. It just kind of depends. And then, yes, then you have your classes, your active classes, hidden classes. You can add as many as you need as necessary. So again, I think this is a really great resource, especially for those schools that have more diverse populations, or maybe even like my area that has a military base. So we have all different types of people coming in and out of our schools at all different times. So it's definitely a really awesome resource for teachers to try out and check out.